2024 was a great year for horror, so let's talk about it. Hi everybody, Anthony here from Mossman Theme Productions, and today I'm going to give you my list of my top 10 horror movies of 2024. But before we get started, at the end of the video, you know exactly what to do. If you think I've earned it, please leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss any of my new reviews. Now let's get into it. Starting with number 10, Abigail. An insanely fun time at the movies that plays around with horror tropes and vampire tropes while having a ton of fun in the process, especially when the movie throws a ton of blood and guts at the camera. Great performances all around here too, especially from Melissa Barrera, Kevin Durand, Dan Stevens, the late Angus Cloud, and of course, Abigail herself, Alicia Ware. This is scary, violent, and hilarious. Just more gold from the Radio Silence team. If you don't count Scream 5, that is. Number 9. Lisa Frankenstein, a quirky and unique horror comedy with a strong romance at the center, and laugh-out-loud comedy anchored by great performances from Kathryn Newton, Cole Sprouse, and Carlo Gugino. Pair that with the cozy, neon-laden 80s visuals and stellar soundtrack featuring bands like Pixies and The Cure, and I kind of adored this movie from start to finish. This is a great directorial debut from Zelda Williams, and I really think it would have made her dad proud. Number 8. Terrifier 3. If you're not a fan of this franchise at this point, this is not going to win you over. But if you are, this is just more of the same. A nasty, over-the-top splatterfest with some of the best practical gore effects I've ever seen in my life. But this is also leagues better than the second one, thanks to the even better effects, good editing, strong pace, intriguing cliffhanger, and, of course, standout performances from Lauren Lavera and Art the Clown himself, David Howard Thornton. I cannot wait for the next one. Number 7. Longlegs. This is a dread-inducing, brilliantly crafted serial killer horror thriller, with a defining performance from Nicolas Cage, even if it dips into over the top every now and then, with an incredible supporting cast including Micah Monroe and Blair Underwood, along with an unwavering, dark tone that never really goes over the top if you don't count a couple parts of Nicolas Cage's performance, a layered, slow burn mystery with a great payoff, expert cinematography, editing, pacing, and a skin-crawling soundtrack to top it all off. Number 6. Late Night with the Devil, one of the most clever and effective uses of found footage that I've seen in a long time. This movie takes its framing device of being the master tape from the show's 1977 Halloween episode and really runs with it, ending up an extremely well-executed low-budget indie horror film with a layered, rich story, brilliant performances from everyone involved with one of the best of David Dastmalchian's career, very funny comedy that pops up at just the right times to not overpower the horror, effects that fit the 70s aesthetic for the most part, and scares that will both shock and wow you, especially when combined with the fact that the film itself can be an unreliable narrator at times. Number 5. Strange Darling. Absolutely fantastically performances from Kyle Gallner and Willa Fitzgerald complement one of the most clever and suspenseful horror scripts I've seen in a very long time. I don't even know what the hell is going on really until about halfway through the movie, and even then, this movie just hits you with twist after twist after twist, heavily aided by the fact that this film was told out of sequence. This film also touches on some pretty controversial themes, and does it in a very unbiased way, which I appreciated. Number 4, The Substance. Where to even start with this one? This terrifying body horror movie is brilliantly directed by Coralie Fergiet, featuring career best performances from Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley, razor-sharp, genius satire and dark humor, a compelling and tightly written screenplay, amazing practical gore effects, not on the Terrifier 3 level, but pretty damn close, standout cinematography and editing, and a wicked climax ending that will stick in your head long after the credits roll. Demi Moore deserves all of the awards that she's been getting for this. And it feels kind of like a full circle thing, especially with her character's arc here. Number 3, The First Omen. A prequel to one of the most classic horror films of all time, and it's also one of the best horror movies of the year? Huh? This is a tense, disturbing, and thought-provoking prequel to The Omen that honestly has no business being as great as it is. The acting is top-notch, the visuals and cinematography are excellent, the story and mystery are thoroughly intriguing, and the horror is just on a whole other level to what I've seen recently, especially the birthing scene. If you know, you know. Number 2, Smile 2. The first Smile was my top horror movie of 2022, and damn if the sequel didn't come very close to beating out my top pick of the year. I mean, this movie just delivers and then some. Yeah, some of the story beats are similar to the first, but the way it handles the jump scares, unsettling atmosphere, and gnarly visuals is just top notch. This brings back everything you love from the first film. Disturbing horror, clever visuals, a fantastic lead performance from Naomi Scott, while adding a few new wrinkles along the way and a great pop soundtrack. If you enjoyed the first Smile, this sequel will absolutely satisfy. Now, before I tell you my pick for my top horror movie of 2024, Here are 5 honorable mentions. I definitely had more, but I had to narrow it down. In a Violent Nature, an incredibly unique concept, jaw-dropping kills, and a diegetic story that we learn as the killer does. Speak No Evil, a major improvement on the original with an epic performance from James McAvoy and an incredibly satisfying climax and ending. Alien Romulus, a return to formula for this franchise with a grounded, dark tone, fantastic practical effects and sets, and a great duo of sibling leads. Infested, the spiders, the claustrophobia, the production design, the suspense, the great cast, everything here comes together brilliantly. Maxine, another fantastic leading turn from Mia Goth, with a strong mystery featuring effective slasher and psychological horror elements, even if the ending was a letdown for me. And now, my pick for my top horror movie of 2024. Number 1, if you're paying attention, you probably could have guessed this already. It's Nosferatu. Intentional, passionate gothic horror that is just another mark on Robert Eggers' list of flawless filmography. It is not just a remake, it's a reimagining. It's a love letter to the silent film classic that came out 102 years ago. And most importantly, it's a bold statement about the lasting and artistic power of gothic horror. This is a film that is impeccably crafted. From the direction to the performances, especially Bill Skarsgård as Count Orlok, holy crap, to the production design. It's one of the best films I watched in 2024, and it is a must-watch for fans of horror, gothic fairy tales, or just damn good filmmaking. Robert Eggers has done it again, and I cannot wait to see where he goes after this after 4 near-perfect films. In my opinion, of course. And that's my list of my top 10 horror movies of 2024. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, you know what to do. I said it earlier. Please leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss any of my new reviews. While you're at it, you can scroll down to the description, find the links to my socials, leave a comment, let me know what you thought of this list or if you think I missed anything. And if you want more of my content, you can click or tap on these cards right here. Let's take you to my list of my 10 worst movies of 2024, or just over to my channel where you can check out the rest of my reviews and my shorts. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time for my overall top 10 best movies of 2024.